Master Reddit. Subscribe for more videos.
You can freeze time, but only for 10 seconds at a time. What's the best use for this power? What is the cooldown period after the 10 seconds have passed? The same amount. In that case, probably jump off the Vampire State Building then. Blackjack, peek at dealer's hand. Peek at the next cards in the shoe. Take all the orange chips. Take all the orange shoes. This guy plays orange jack. You sure are winning a lot, sir. Also, why are you suddenly so sweaty and out of breath? I was watching Cops. Well, I know for a fact that you were not watching Cops because Cops doesn't come on until 4. Take that thing out of my pet's mouth without getting chomped. Sparky, what do you have there? Choose faster. I would use it for magic tricks. Freezing time for 10 seconds is a serious superpower, though, if you can use it multiple times a day. You can teleport for 50 meters or so. Wow, he teleported 50 meters. But why is he breathing so heavily? Also, assuming there's no limit to how often you can do it, you could stop 1 second at a time and it'll look like you're out of Dragon Ball Z or something. Easy, it takes a lot of energy to teleport. Instant transmission would disagree, bro. Goku wasn't a master at it, but he super underused instant transmission. He basically only used it to get around. Rarely he would pull it out in a fight to mess with someone. Yes, but from what we've seen, it takes a bit of concentration to teleport, and given that these characters already move at faster than visible speeds, the instant aspect of it isn't really all that useful. It's undoubtedly faster, but when the distance is so short and these guys can already essentially teleport at short distances, it becomes a somewhat redundant move. Illusions, Michael. A trick is something a whore does for money. Police, freeze dirtbag. Me, oh foo you uck. Oh fuck. Freezes time for 10 seconds and tries to run. Police, I think he moved. Open fire. Try and think of that witty comeback. 10 seconds, not 10 years. Now I'm hoping to see a comeback here in 10 years. Don't call it a comeback, he's been here for years. I figured roulette would be easiest, just move the ball during your time freeze before it stops. Lose a little ever other spin and you'll make well more than enough to live on with a bunch of trips to different casinos. How did that ball suddenly teleport to the other side of the roulette wheel? You could just bet on black. That way you never have to move it more than one space over.
Charlie, you ever play roulette?
On occasion.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.
Whenever I'm inconvenienced at a crosswalk, I can just freeze time and cross on a red light. Best hope you cross quickly then, cause after 10 seconds that nice BMW you're walking in front of is going to be suddenly doing 90 miles per hour. I don't think there are too many 90 miles per hour zones with pedestrian crossing zones. To a BMW driver, all roads are 90 miles per hour zones. Pulling people's trousers down. Wouldn't moving something while freezing time essentially move that object extremely fast? Because if that's the case, and time has absolutely frozen to a complete stop and you move a man's pants down a few feet or so, and then unfreeze time, you've essentially broken the sound, and possibly light barrier depending on how frozen time is in this instance. So you've created the fastest moving object and the shockwave that goes with it around a man's crotch and legs using nothing but a pair of pants. Safe to say, he's going to need more than Viagra. If we're talking about teleportation, then you're moving an object in space, leaving a small vacuum in the atmosphere at your current position. As soon as you unfreeze time, you can expect an explosion caused by quite a bit of atmosphere suddenly rushing into a complete vacuum. So once again, this man's veggie is fucking toast. Speed Force. It just works because Speed Force. Catching the bus. Killing mosquitoes. Running away from a life-threatening situation. Bonus points if all of the above 3 happen in the same window. My best combination would be to run away from angry mosquitoes willing to suck your blood, and getting to a bus while slapping as much of them as possible. Sleep an extra 10 seconds. Each time. Sleep with OP's mom an extra 10 seconds. Each time. So 11 seconds? Whoa, there, I'm good, but I'm no Dirk Diggler. Teleports behind you. Nothin' personnel kid. Thank God you wrote personnel. Stopping the waiter, waitress from asking you how you're enjoying your food while your mouth is full of said food. This is underappreciated. Is it something they learn at waiter school? Section 3. Wait until the customer has taken a large bite of food and is in no state to answer your question. Now is the perfect time to ask how their meal is. I wish that they would stop my phone from smashing to the floor, though. Make minor changes to stuff around people so that they think they're going insane. Did that cup just teleport a few inches left? What? No. Continues lunch, cup spontaneously appears on plate. Person 1 is looking at, better if you do it just as they reach for the cup. Most of the time, you're navigating through peripheral vision. They'll start to doubt themselves if it happens so much. Smiley face. Taking 10 seconds breaks during intercourse so your other half thinks you have the stamina of a gazelle. Are gazelles known for their sexual stamina? They are at my house. End the Joestar bloodline. Step 1. Walk to a church with a large congregation. Step 2. Dress in white robe, crown of thorns, cut some stigmatas. Step 3. Freeze time. Step 4. Enter church, run down aisle, stand arms aloft on the altar. Step 5. Wait for time to restart so to the eyes of the congregation you simply appear from thin air. Step 6. Sup bitches, it's me, your Jeebus. Step 7. Live out life as the new God. Step 8. Profit? Good pun. God tier. Become the best goalkeeper in the world, you have cameras on you. So, how are you gonna use your power without being found out? Edit. Yes, time stop, cameras stop, but how are you gonna go back to the exact same position? What if you were mid-air, so that it isn't noticeable? If you don't get the position 100% correct, then it will look like a glitch, so to speak. Freeze time without moving, but use that time to determine the path of the ball. At least this way you can attempt to make the right decision, even if you aren't in the prime position to do so. Edit. Goddamn, this got a lot more responses than I expected. I love this one. It wouldn't give you clean sheets for the rest of your career because some shots are just physically impossible to save, but the extra reaction time would still allow you to save pretty much everything else. You become the greatest goalkeeper to exist, past, present, and future, and no one is suspicious because there are still shots that get past you. Let me speak to the manager. Freeze frame. You stupid fucking cunt. She's gonna say the same fucking thing. You're wasting everyone's fucking time, you old dirt bag. Unfreeze. Sure thing, let me go get her for you. Edit. This is my most successful post. I went from 400 karma to 3,836 overnight. I feel like a porn star. That's funny, I work at a call center during the night for a rather large telecoms company. For some reason our calls don't get monitored very often, if at all, and, minus the swearing and name calling, we often say this to customers, and usually refuse the request for a manager too. Close the fridge door. Freeze time. Open it up and see if the light actually turned off when I closed it. Thus answering the question of human existence. Yes, I'd be happy to contact my services out, as everyone's fridge is different, let me answer that for you. The light turns off. How can you be sure? In my fridge, switch that turns light off triggers before the door is fully closed, so I can see the darkness with my very own eyes. Hey, why don't you go restock the trash bags? Freeze time. Why don't you lick my ass? Unfreeze time. Sure thing, boss. Sure, what do you want to eat? Slapping your boss when he's a jerk. I had a boss that would never listen to me when I made a mistake and would treat you like you're stupid if you didn't know some obscure thing that shows up less than 4 times a year. I would have loved to freeze time and slap him so when I paused he'd just be like, why does my face hurt? Dude, you could condition every asshat you have to deal with regularly to not be one around you. Anytime they are being an ass, boom, sudden pain. Every time. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to AskReddit right now by clicking the subscribe button below this video.